you know, you name it. Right now I'm launching a push across the middle of the map, killing the destructible rocks. I had just killed all those drones, so I knew he was going to drone up super hard, and I knew I would have a window of time where I could be very aggressive, but he actually gets out a ton of mutas right as my push is coming into his main, and does a great job fending this off, but I think I should have been a little bit more aggressive. I pulled back a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah, do get a lot of drones here though. And
yeah,
I think I probably should have tried to fall back a little bit more with the queen, waiting for this spawn of Ling to come out. I think he could have dealt with that without the drones. So all those drones dying. But he does end up taking it out. But
I think that's actually what allowed me to win this game, is just killing all of those drones.
20 drones right there. So he paid a big price. But he is coming out with a counterattack that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's killed all my anti-air at this point. He has my barracks all camped out. What I really should have done right here is swapped my factory onto a tech lab and built a Thor, because I did have the armory down, and I could have been producing a Thor out of my factory, but really my factory has just been useless this entire time. Hellions are not going to help me out in this situation. Yeah, and I'm really kind of upset I didn't do that.
But he is
and
all your 25s and reactors, which is a really good idea. They have their minerals covered with missile turrets. Pretty much the first thing you're going to want to do is snipe the reactors and tech labs. It saves a lot of time to build them. And also supply depots.
I'm actually stimming each marine individually as they come out of the barracks and trying to run them back to the missile turret for a little bit of shelter, but I mean, geez, he's just picking off so many marines. I'm not able to get enough of a mass of marines to pick these mutas off. He's doing a great job microing his mutalisks, and he's also macroing back at his base. His multitasking is just destroying me right now. He does have that gold expansion up and running now.
He's in quite a big lead right here.
Yeah, if you turn your attention to the income tab, he is ahead of me on harvesters, way ahead of me on income. So right now, I just need to hunker down, try and get a standing army again, and I do continue to harass his gold expansion with my reactor factory. I'm just constantly producing Hellions out of that, and I continue to send them over and over and over to his high yield just to harass that and keep his attention off of my main base. And I think I did a pretty good job doing that. I could have killed more drones. I feel like I didn't kill as many drones as I would have liked, but I think it did a good job diverting a lot of his attention over to the gold and keeping him busy over there.
Soaking up his APM. And another thing I'd like to note is that Red still doesn't have any of those upgrades going to his ground, which is going to cost him, I think.
Yeah, I think that +1 armor upgrade is really essential against Terran, especially since it allows Zerglings and Banelings. Yeah, absolutely, armor and attack. The attack upgrades are great for Banelings. They do a ton of damage.
And for Zerglings as well. It increases their damage by.
Right here, Rhett just isn't able to get enough to prevent my counterattack. He lost way too many units trying to push my base, and droned up a little bit too hard afterwards, I think. He was not able to get Baneling speed up. The Baneling nest went down right as Baneling speed was about to finish. And now, really, I mean, there's nothing for Rhett to do. I'm camping his natural hatchery, about to push into his main base. He's just trying to get anything going. But without a Baneling nest, I don't think there was really anything he could do in this situation.
Indeed. Some spine crawlers is always a good idea for Zerg too, especially when you're playing 5 spine crawlers could have held that attack most likely.
I think he was a little bit upset with himself for losing that game. I don't think he should have lost that game. I really don't know. That was his game to lose. It wasn't my game to win. Pretty much, he threw that away. He had a very big advantage going into the mid game. I mean, not so much of an advantage that I couldn't win. Like, I wasn't out of the game by any means, but he did a ton of damage, and he was camping my production facilities for literally like 2 minutes, just killing Marine after Marine after Marine, Marauders, Hellions, anything that popped out, he was just killing it. So my army was almost non-existent, and then I think he just droned up a little bit too hard, but he needed to drone up because he lost so many drones to the Hellion pressure and to the second push.
Yeah, I think he lost about 23 drones to the Hellion attack with the Marines in the mid game. That was pretty brutal. He made a few mistakes as far as managing his drones and his army, but it was a close game and could have really gone either way.
Close game indeed. Alright, well, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Thanks again, Sickness, for joining me and giving the Zerg perspective of things. And I'm going to have those games versus myself and White Raw from MLG up pretty soon here. Probably after BlizzCon, I'll be uploading those. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more to come in the future.
Thanks, guys.